Well, all too often people think they should wait until after the first of the year to start their search for a new home, or maybe even, put their current home up for sale.
Pete Nordling, a real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, is here to explain how the holidays and winter in general are great times to buy or sell a home. Good morning. Thanks for being here, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
So why is there this myth, and why are the winter months maybe a good time to buy or sell?
Well, we all feel like we should hunker down. Soon as the snow comes or we get a little cold, stop. Don't do anything.
Right.
And historically, our real estate market has borne that out. The last couple of years, however, with our frantic markets locally, we've have done very well in the winter. I think that if sellers in particular can get it out of their minds that the seasons don't stop, that things keep moving, they'll be happy.
There are lots of compelling reasons, right, why they should do that, that being one of them.
There are. I can't get that message through to everybody. So consequently, our stocks, our inventory, the number of homes for sale does drop precipitously during the winter months. So those persons that are determined to get their homes sold will find that they have less competition.
Oh, there we go.
That's a
good point.
Yeah.
And you've got a David Letterman top 10 list as to why they're selling?
I do. We won't have time to go through them all, but I'll hit the high points if we could get that graphic up.
Sure, absolutely. And let's see what that is.
It's here somewhere.
Oh, well, then we're going to make up our David Letterman top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the highlights?
First thing is, it's a snowy time. Make sure that all the walks and driveways are clear of snow, that there's no pile-ups for dead spots so when they get smashed up if they back out of your driveway. Get some sand or salt out there so it's not slippery. The other thing that would not normally occur to people because they don't use them is shovel off your patio. A buyer can't see how big your patio is when it's buried with 5 inches of snow.
Good point.
Yeah. Also, you don't want your floors ending up looking like the street. Have a nice welcome mat put out, have a nice nappy rug in the inside, and what I always do is I always furnish paper booties for people that cannot take their shoes off, perhaps get a chair there for us older citizens. On my listings, I also furnish this card, which basically reminds people to take off your shoes when you're touring the home. Not everybody is that neat and tidy, so we have to remind them. If you have a fireplace, or perhaps you have a nice bump out, a bay window, something like that, where you could create an ambience type of lifestyle area. Maybe put a nice chair there with a throw, maybe a few books scattered about, just to give the indication this is home.
Nice.
Okay? You will work with that kind of attitude as opposed to, I got to get all my pictures down. You try to jazz it up some also.
Okay.
The one thing I want to remind all of the sellers that I might come in contact with is, when you have a buyer in this winter time looking at your home, they're a buyer. They're not a looky-loo. They have a reason for being there.
Because again, a lot of people don't venture out in the winter, and so that person is legitimate.
Yes. And that's pretty much the high points of that list that I had. The last question I want to hit, it's about the buyers. What, if you could hit me with it, please.
Oh, sure. Why they should move and pack up all their things and hightail it out of their house for the winter.
Well, good reason. You won't get sweaty.
Oh, that's true.
And also, you find that because it's winter, the buyers won't be out in such mobs as they were this last summer. I've talked to a lot of buyers who have put in multiple offers on homes and it has not resulted in a buy. So I would advise them, number one, get an experienced agent that knows how to handle it.
That would be you, Pete. Realtor-Pete.com, 799-7324.
That's it.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll be right back.
The Valley News Live Storm Team app.